appalled. What more can he say? Dr. Ranganathan?
Pranesh, good evening to you and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, I think we digressed a little bit, and that is understandable because so much fake news and fake narrative was peddled that it confused even you. The issue is not about sycophancy that leads to such temples being erected or stadiums, as the case may be. The issue is about dynasty. And I am absolutely not just amused but astonished the lengths to which my good friend, the Congress supporters out here, two of them, would rationalize the dynastism. It's unbelievable. So they will say that the fifth generation dynast, Rahul Gandhi, is not a dynast, but the others are, like Jay Shah. They will say that Rahul Gandhi has been elected, so he does not qualify as being a scion of a dynasty. But Jay Shah qualifies, even though they themselves know that ICC and BCCI hold elections to their top posts. So by that logic, even Jay Shah was elected. It was not without elections, but be that as it may, today is a different issue altogether. I have to say this with much joy that this is an inflection point for the Congress, Pranesh. This is the dynasty slaves tryst with destiny. To paraphrase, a moment comes which comes but rarely in history, when the soul of a congressman long suppressed finds utterance. Pranesh, this is that moment. Decades of bondage had conditioned and condemned him below deck in the hold where he spent his entire life heaving in the galleys. His back was whipped to smithereens, but he rode until one day he couldn't take it anymore and he chewed through the duct tape and he kneed his oar in two and he pried open his shackles and he jumped onto the menacing waters and swam without fear, without care, because a moment of freedom was worth more than decades of slavery. The slave was free, perhaps to start a slave dynasty of his own or to support another slave dynasty like Kapil Sibal had done before him. But a word about the mothership, Pranesh. Look, the Congress is special. You need to understand that Rome wasn't built in a day, and so it follows that neither was this sense of entitlement of the Romans. Let me illustrate the damage with just one example. Here are the last census indices of Amethi and Rai Bareli, the Nehru-Gandhi dynasty bastion for 60 years. People below poverty line, 54%. Households with electricity, 14%. Vaccinated children, 16%. Neonatal deaths, 83 per thousand. This is what the dynasty reduced Amethi and Rai Bareli to. So let it be known that if the Congress lies in tatters, it is because of dynasty politics gone mad. Just 30 seconds. Look, it is not about dynasty alone, but rather how deep-rooted it is. Every political party has dynasty linkages. BJP has 45 MPs who are dynasts. More than 200 BJP MLAs have dynasty linkages. And the BJP's defense that theirs are one generation linkages, unlike more extensive dendritic linkages in the Congress and the regional parties. Well, number one, even one generation dynasty linkage can endow nepotism, preferential, non-meritorious advantage and privilege, and can and does take away the opportunity of a non-dynast candidate. Remember, in politics, first mover advantage is everything. And number two, I'm sorry, Tuhin, this is classic case of moral relativism trying to rationalize your hypocrisy. 32% of MPs and MLAs in Congress are dynasts, but BJP has 18% as well. You need to explain that.